Hey folks, Mike and McGee here. Last time we were out here on this river catfishing, our motor had a major hiccup, and although we made it back to the boat ramp, we still were a little concerned. So I took it in, got it fixed, supposedly. So he said take it out, definitely, and try it out. So if it works and if it will get us where we're going to run down in the river to the shallow end, up in the backwater. Throw the net, I could have got him, see? This water's so murky you can't see him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Okay. I got him. I've got one. I just got to keep him. If he gets off, he may be gone. So here's how we keep him on. If we get one, if you don't get him in the head and knock him out, sometimes they can tear loose. So you pull over. You can tell this water's not deep at all. Reach your hand under. What on earth? This ain't no fish. Is this a fish? Oh! Oh man, I just about got smacked. Ooh. Why did you look like a fish, dude? Oh my goodness, he looked like a fish. I just about lost a finger, folks. In this mud, I just couldn't tell. I thought it was a fish. Oh my goodness. Well, let me wash some mud off of him. Just yesterday, I got a comment on my turtle video asking how to get the meat off the bone in larger pieces, not just in teeny little pieces for a turtle piquant. So I guess we're gonna make a turtle video. I'm gonna put him up here and dispatch. All right, we dispatch this booger. I'm gonna toss the business end in the river. No more biting. We didn't have no choice but to cut his head off because he was a danger to society on that boat. We didn't have anything to put him in. We wasn't really planning on a turtle. And so therefore, there's a leech. Look at that leech on him. Right there's a leech attached to that turtle. I'll cut that leech up because I don't want it getting on me. But anyway, we're gonna head over to the water hydrant and we're gonna show you how to skin these turtles. All right, all you gotta do after you cut the head, loosen this skin around the neck a little bit, stick your water hose in, have you a hose clamp handy? Let's just put this knife down before somebody gets cut. You wanna be able to stick a water hose right in. Now, it'd be better if the water hose had an end on it instead of being cut off. I'm not sure how this is gonna work, but we had a rupture, we had to cut that off. So we're just gonna put this in. We're going to put the hose clamp around it and we're gonna tighten it up. All right, let's turn this thing on. All right, the water's on. You don't want to blow it up too fast. You want it to go slow. Give it time. The water's going in it. Oh. Look at it, swelling up. The water is literally skinning the turtle. It's getting in there, swelling it out. That's tight as a football already. And it's working its way back to the back. Look here. It's popping loose in back legs. Oh! I'm hoping it don't, I'm hoping it don't come out the hole where I gigged it. So far it seems, it shot me. The pressure's still building up, folks. Big old turd come out. That's the best part of this method, is it cleans that turtle out, slicks it out clean as a minnow. It's still filling up and still getting tighter. It's doing beautiful. Up. We got a small rupture. There's a lot more water going in than what's coming out. It's getting ready to blow. Did you hear that? It's getting tighter by the minute. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's getting tight. Oh! We're making sausage, boys. Oh! I believe that's all the pressure she's gonna take, boys. Oh, that is tight. That is so tight. That's what you want. That is perfect. We're gonna turn the water on and take it loose. At this point, we're done with the water hose. We're gonna take it out. All right, I find that I am in a race with time because it's getting dark. So I'm gonna show you as quickly as I can. I got a new follower called Swamp Dweller 67. I appreciate you, buddy, following along the channel. He wants to see us do some different stuff with turtles, some deboning and other recipes. So I'm not going to be able to get another recipe in here on this video, but I'm going to show you how to skin this thing. Now this is the hardest part. The hardest part is getting the shell and the skin off. So you see what I just did right there? That was only soft spot in this shell where you can get around. You got the bottom shell and the upper shell. You get right around there, and you're just gonna keep on a-coming. Keep on a-coming. All the way up the neck. Turn it around, do the same thing. You just put your knife in there, follow that soft spot. That is amazing that you can cut through that, but that's just a soft spot in the shell right there. And just keep on coming right up through, right up the neck, just like that. Now you'll see the most amazing thing is that the water is still in this turtle. And I'll show you what I mean. It looks like fatty tissue, but it's not fatty tissue. This is the water that we just put in that turtle. That's amazing. And that's what you're cutting through, and that is so much easier to cut through that rather than to cut every bit of this hide off of this turtle. It's difficult. Now, I'm gonna try to show you this so you know what, so I don't just fly through it and you still don't know anything. Stick the knife in right along the skin, make sure your knife is sharp, and just cut right up through the, between the hide and the meat on the front leg. Turn it around. Basically just do the same thing. You're going to use fairly quick motions. There's some meat attached to this bottom shell. You're just going to fillet it off as you go. And I mean, I can do it easier than I can explain it. So just watch me here. It's getting dark and I gotta mosey on through this. I'm gonna just fillet that right off the top of that leg right there. You're just gonna keep applying that procedure all the way around until this bottom shell is off. At this point, it starts, you might feel a little overwhelmed if you're the one doing this. Don't get overwhelmed, just keep right on, keeping on. You got all this fatty looking tissue. Some of this is fat. You can see this is real fat with some of that watery stuff with it. Don't worry about all the intestines and stuff at this point. Just keep cutting the skin away from the meat. And we've just about got it off. There it is. There's your bottom shell. That completely exposes all this meat here. Now, basically, you've got all the skin off. There's a little touch-up work that needs to be done. You'll just go back, clean up whatever little amounts of skin are still on there. And then all you got to do is dehinge it. You're going to take you're going to cut off these claws, these sharp claws. You don't want them. In order to get them off, just cut it right through there. There's a soft joint right there at the end of the foot. And I'm being careful not to cut myself. There's the last foot. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take each leg off one by one. And we're going to come right down through here. The back legs usually come off together easier than separate. So then you're going to turn and you're going to turn and then just cut it loose once it turns enough, you just cut it loose. Now there's some nice piece of meat right there. We're just going to drop that right in this clean water. Now we're going to focus on the front legs. The front legs are attached to the shell, but not as tight as the back legs. So we're just going to cut all this membrane loose and it just comes off so easy. Look at that. So I'm going to go ahead and trim this fat up. I don't particularly like the fat of a turtle. Most wild animals have some fat that doesn't taste good. So I like to trim that fat off. Get rid of it because it's not good. All right, there you have one of the front legs. Now that has got the bone in it. It's got like a shoulder blade type area right here, kind of a split shoulder blade. That's good meat, and you can see it's got light meat and dark meat all together there. All right, second and last front leg. Now, I've saved this for last intentionally. The neck is by far the best cut of meat on a turtle, and I'm telling you, I'm not even joking about that. The neck is amazing. Now, as you cut back, you're going to find that it's kind of like the legs. It's only attached, well, it's kind of like your leg. It's only attached by one end. I told a boy one time my leg was only attached by one end, and he looked at me. Took him a minute to figure out. You're going to cut all the meat around the bone so that this thing will come off easier. Once you get the meat cut, just twist. One more twist and pull it loose. You got some fine eating meat right there. That's mostly white meat. And as you know, white meat is so delicious. It's not a dry white meat like chicken breast. It is a juicy, wonderful piece of meat. All right, it's time. I'm cleaning this meat up a little bit. There's some beautiful white meat. It's time to find the tenderloin or the backstrap. Do you see a tenderloin or a backstrap there? I don't either, but it's there. There are some rib bones there. You can hear them. Those rib bones have to be cut back, and then you can access the tenderloin. All right, I'm a metal roofer. I have good metal roofing snips. You can buy these at a metal roofing supply house, but if all you have is those yellow straight snips, that probably works. It may work better than these, I don't know, but I don't use them old yeller snips. I like my right-handed snips because I have to make a lot of turns. And so just stick it down in there, snip, snip, snip. Just whack them bones loose like that. That's all you gotta do. And you wanna cut both sides of them so that when you remove them, you can access the meat. And I'm gonna hurry because it's getting dark here. Come down both sides, take your knife, cut in there. This is kind of a small turtle. He don't have a very huge one. Plus I gigged him right there and kind of messed some of it up. There's your little old rinky-dink back straps. The other side, we'll just do the same thing. All right, there's your back strap or your tenderloin or whatever you want to call it. It ain't a lot of meat. And it does have some sinew running through it. It's not deer back strap by no stretch of the imagination. All right, so obviously it's not a huge turtle, but it is a turtle that's got a good amount of meat on it. And we're gonna make some videos on how we prepare this meat. So if you want to see those videos, make sure you're subscribed to the channel and that you hit the notification bell and select all so that you don't miss it, because I put out 3 videos a week and it has a tendency of flying by and you never get to see it. I've got a YouTube friend on here that watches a lot of my videos, and I watch his videos. He has really got a good channel, and he scalds and scrapes his turtles and cooks the meat in a red gravy. Now, I don't know how to do that. I watched him scald and I watched him get it scraped. I didn't see the red gravy recipe. I need to know the red gravy recipe, but I'm not gonna try that. I'm not gonna show you how to do that because it's not my game. This is what I know how to do. If you want to see how to scald a turtle, scrape a turtle, and get it cleaned down, go look up Reap What You Sow. He may be in my comment section in this video. If he is, all you got to do is tap that icon beside his name, and you'll go straight over there and look through his videos, look up how to scald a turtle. He's got it in there, I guarantee you. So, anyway, we're going to get out of here, folks. We appreciate you watching these videos. We hope you have a wonderful day. It's getting dark. I'm getting hungry for supper. We will see you on the next video.